All right, so I'm going to keep it real in this video. See, I've been in this space long enough to know that a lot of people watching this video right now is just not going to make it in the crypto space. By the end of the bull run, your portfolio is going to be down. You're probably going to end up getting wrecked. And the reason why I say that is the last little while in crypto have just been kind of brutal. We see a whole ton of red. Today you see a little bit of green on some of these coins, but for the majority of the part, like it's just been red the last like few days, last week or whatever, right? And I know how some people act. You see a bit of red and your portfolio is not consistently going up, so you start to panic and you feel like you need to make some drastic changes. So you start doing some reckless stuff, and before you know it, your portfolio is just going to be more and more down. And that is because you don't have patience. You don't have patience. And that is what is required to make the most amount of money in crypto: patience. You see that your portfolio hasn't seen green for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, what's going on? I need to make some massive moves. I need to like leave crypto, or I need to, just do something completely different because I want to see some green in my portfolio. And it just doesn't work like that. To make money requires a lot of patience. Know that there are going to be time periods where you simply just have to just put your feet up and do absolutely nothing. Just wait until the storm has passed by. If you have money on the side, which you definitely should, you should always have at least 10 to 15% minimum on the side to take advantage of these dips. Now, I've mentioned this to my Patreon members, how it's easier. It is so much easier to not panic sell if you have cash on the side. Because if you have cash on the side, you know that you can take advantage of the dips. But if you don't have cash on the side, all you're going to see is your portfolio going down, and mentally it's going to throw you off because you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I'm just losing all of this money right now, and there's just nothing I can do about it. I might as well panic sell. But having cash on the side allows you to take advantage of these dips. And I'm talking about real dips. I'm not talking about a dip of like 5, 10%, 15%, because these coins can give you a dip of like 50%. So if you find yourself down 50% on some of these coins, then that is a time where it's like, okay, I need to take advantage of this dip right now. Right now, remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. At the end of the day, I can always be wrong, so do your own research. All right. Now, before I continue on, though, for anyone that's looking for a great crypto exchange, especially if you trade using leverage, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits. You get extra bonuses of up to $10,000, and you can use up to 500x leverage. Make sure you know what you're doing, because if you don't know how to use leverage properly, then you're going to get wrecked in this market. But the link is going to be down below. There's also going to be a link down below to my Patreon and a great crypto indicator called Trade Assist, which lets you know when's a good time to buy, sell, and also lets you know when there's bearish and bullish momentum happening in any particular altcoin. All right. Now, the question is, where is the bottom on these altcoins? Because things just continue to bleed out and everybody wants to know, where is the actual bottom? I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on that in just a second. But the first thing that you guys need to know is that if you look at your crypto portfolio and you just take one coin, if you're even up $1, just $1 on one coin, know that you're not supposed to be up $1 on that coin. You see, a lot of the big money, the real market movers in this space, they want the small guys to remain the small guys. They don't want your portfolio to grow. You're not supposed to make money in the crypto space. They're supposed to make money in the crypto space. The way that they control the stock market is the same way that they want to control the crypto market. Like when we see what's going on with Bitcoin and just all of crypto, right? The holidays is coming up. And we're seeing all this money leave crypto. Why? Because you're not supposed to make money. They don't want you to be happy around the holiday times. That's just the way that it goes. They don't want you to make any money at all. I want you guys to take a look at this, right? So this right here shows the amount of Bitcoin that's being sold over the last 24 hours. And what you guys need to ask yourself is, who is selling Bitcoin? If we see all this type of great stuff that's going on with Bitcoin, it's being adopted, ETFs, all types of stuff. Bitcoin, everybody knows, the price is only going to continue to go up. So if you're already a super wealthy, rich person, Why do you need to sell Bitcoin? That's what you got to ask yourself. Why would they be selling Bitcoin if they know that Bitcoin is the future? Well, they're selling Bitcoin because they don't want you to make money. They want you to get scared. Take a look at this. In USD price, $1.4 billion, $1.4 billion USD. And this is coming from a Coinbase Prime hot wallet. Here's another one, 776.38 million, 703 million. Like, it's ridiculous just in time for the holidays. So again, you got to ask yourself, why is everybody, or why are these people selling Bitcoin, which is clearly the future? Do they know something we don't? Yes, and that is they know that the average retail investor is going to panic sell once they start dumping their Bitcoin. That's exactly what it is. But to talk about where is the bottom on some of these coins, what you guys need to realize first is some of these coins have been rallying heavily since the beginning of August. Like SUI, for example, this thing has just been rallying like crazy. Even while the market was pulling back, SUI continued to try to make new all-time highs. This thing has been an absolute beast, right? And this is one that I've been talking about for a very long time on this channel, okay? But some of these coins really have been rallying since August, because August there was a massive crash. You can't really tell that much on this chart right here. Actually, let me pull up an Ethereum chart. So if you go back to August, right here, there was a massive pullback, massive pullback. So Ethereum, for example, was sitting at 3,500, and then let me remove my face for a second. So Ethereum was sitting at like 3,500. It crashed all the way down to 2,100 on August 5th, and ever since, Ethereum was consolidating for a while before exploding. But a lot of the other altcoins that actually made people money, they have been rallying since August, the beginning of August. So a lot of these coins are technically still up. So we see all this red action in the crypto space, and we want to panic, and we want to be like, okay, well, this bleed out is going to go up, is going to happen forever, but nothing goes up forever and nothing goes down forever. So eventually there's going to be a epic comeback rally. And again, using Ethereum for an example, if you want to know where the bottom is, Ethereum typically leads or starts off the altcoin season, and Ethereum's bottom is going to be around 2,100 in my personal opinion. But I don't think it's going to get there. That's where the absolute bottom is if worst case scenario happens. So if we get like war scares and just nasty disasters in the world, then Ethereum's going to crash down to 2,100 in the short term. But I don't think it's going to get there. I really don't. In the short term, I think that Ethereum is going to reach about 2,830. All right, and that's where I think Ethereum is going to pull back to, and that's going to be the absolute bottom before bouncing back up. Again, make sure you guys do your own research, because a lot of people took out way too much leverage. They went way too long because they were way too bullish on the market. They got completely destroyed, lost a crazy amount of money, and right now they probably just don't know what to do with themselves, and they'll probably never take out another leverage position ever again in their lives. And this is why it all comes down to knowing what you're doing. You set your stop loss if you're going to play around with leverage, but if you're not going to play, and for those that don't use leverage, do your spot positions, but make sure that you're doing a dollar cost average into these coins that have already rallied. Everybody wants to chase the bull, nobody wants to chase the bear, and this is why at the end of the bull market, some people are going to become super rich, and a lot of you are just going to end up losing money, and you're going to be like, better luck next bull run, and you're going to be waiting another 4 years to try to get back the money that you lost this bull run, because you're not playing the game right. You're just playing the game in a very reckless manner, chasing the bull all the time because everybody's saying we're never going to come back down, you're never going to see these prices ever again, and then you see those prices again. It always works like that. Trust me, I've been around long enough. Crypto and stock market, it always works like that. You're always going to see those prices again. Sooner or later, you will. But that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you continue to invest safe, do a dollar cost average, and only stick to what you're actually good at. Don't be dibble-dabbling into areas that you just have no business being in. All right? But until next time, take care.